Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to an episode of our Let's Play for Civilization 6, playing as the Inca. Are trying to push towards some sort of something. Hey, wow, Dido's actually in the lead for the space race at the moment, which is a little bit surprising. I mean, she is second place on science currently. Pretty impressive, but I'm actually surprised that she's the one that's pushing towards that before John Curtin is. Although it may just be one of those things where John Curtin just comes out of nowhere and just completely takes over. Who are you flipping to? You flipping to Dido. Would have been nice to get that city for us, but alright. Alright. On two bombards, we would be able to get that boosted, which would save us, a turn of science. Could we get some niter from somebody? Perhaps. After I've already sold all my niter. Resources. Resources. I want this resources. Niter. You have a stupid amount of niter, Mr. John Curtin. So what would it take to get... You need 10 for the other musketmen, 10 for the upgrade on the bombard, and then 20 to get another bombard. What would it take to get... I don't know, probably 36. I think we already have 4 or something like that. We're about to get 4. 20 gold, 600 gold. Actually, 600 gold's a pretty good deal, quite frankly. I'm okay with that. So that means we have the 40 we need to upgrade you. Why is it not telling me? So that'll work. And then we have the 10 for you. This is replaceable parts. It's food markets and things, which are useful. And, oh, upgrades farm improvements to mechanized agriculture. Does that include... Oh, if they're adjacent to a pasture, they receive +1 production. And why I'd never actually paid attention to that before. Usually because by this time in the game, I've already got my farms kind of where I want them anyway. Does that include our special thing? I don't know if it includes our special farms or if they get boosts for anything specific. I mean, they get 2 production from each adjacent aqueduct. I keep forgetting that the aqueduct does give us production on our terrace farms. I totally forget that that's a thing. Not a terrace farms. Yeah, terrace farms. That's why I said the right word. I totally forgot that that was a thing. I mean, does that change much? We don't have a ton of places that we can put. Yeah, that we do get some stuff from replaceable farms. Replaceable parts, I should say. It doesn't give us a ton of options for aqueducts. We may look again. We may give us another look. Because I think the 3 aqueducts we could put here are our terrace farms, so there would be none next to them. I think there was one here that was also a terrace farm again. Potentially, I think it was this terrace farm. So these 2 would have a couple extra production. So that one might be a little bit more reasonable. We'll take a look. I totally forgot that was a thing. But it's not like we had a ton of places to put aqueducts anyway that would have benefited. So it may have been irrelevant. Oh, and I need to buy a bombard. So move you off the tile. Buy a bombard here. A lot of money, but I mean, I just traded 1,000 gold for a turn of science. I don't know. I mean, is it really worth it? Probably not, but science is what we can get money. Science, we can't just manufacture out of thin air. We have to take time to get science. Money grows on trees, right? All right, so that's all done. Everything else looks pretty good so far. I can do the cores now. Yeah, actually I want to do that. Let's move over to here. Let's move to here. Oh, I can't right in a second, but that's fine. Let's move you over to here. Got all the cores that we want. Oh, I forgot I had that swordman right there. Hello there, good sir. Well, I mean, I could turn you into something here and... Oh, I need infantry. I need oil for infantry. All right, we'll get there. I don't want a military alliance at all, really. I know alliances are good, but I'd rather just not have the military alliance. She could send you out exploring, come to think of it, because I mean, we have places we haven't actually fully explored yet. Alright, so you move there. I'm a core. Because we got the credit for 2 bombards, so combining you is not going to be a problem. Let's check our city center. Oh, only happies. Make sure we go take care of that, please. Thank you. So we got the truffles. Turn. Of these bargains that we're getting. Citrus, oh, same person. Okay. We'll probably need at least 1 or 2 more, right? Nope, we're good. I might not even need that second one, but it's okay. Swordman. Eventually you're gonna have to become an infantry, but I'll move you up to that direction. Apparently I'm fun-loving. Need to trade with Dutch eventually if I just want to stop her from being mad at me all the time. Hey, Renaissance walls! Yay! That's a thing. I mean, I do want to work my way up to oil. I know, like I said, obviously rocketry is important. Oil is going to help us get better, you know, power and stuff like that. So, still think that's like a side way of getting to what we want anyway. So let's work our way up to those. Those are all already boosted anyway, so that's right. All right. You ever get your coal down here? Nope. If I sent you another envoy, I might go out there and improve that coal. I think that every time you get an envoy, I want to say you go out and do something. Maybe not. Maybe I misunderstood how that works. I thought that helped you improve things, but maybe misremembering how it works. Alright, field cannon, you're going to become a core as well. I don't think we needed any more like field cannons for any reason, right? We got the thing that needed the field cannons. I think we did. I think it's already done. Actually, I think it was a civic. So yeah, this will give us a second core. And then we just need a third core right here. Boom. That's good.
In order to rally people,
mobilization.
Governments need enemies. If they do not have a real enemy, they will invent one.
I'll just do armies, which I think we need for something else as well. All right, nope, here we go. Promote, get this, confirm that. Gets us Geneva. And we're up to 280. Hey, we're officially in second place. I mean, I think first place is virtually impossible considering who it is. But, you know, it's a start. Let's move you over here. In there. I'm actually just going to move you into here just to give us a unit in that city. There, obviously, you're going to go there. There. We need one more unit for Wanuku. Although we don't currently have the thing that gives us amenities in. Not that big of a deal. But we're still low on power. We'll get there. On our way towards the golden age. Been nice to get a heroic age on this previous one, but not to be. I haven't sent any aid over here yet, but still time.
However beautiful the strategy, if you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper...
Policies I want to change. Actually, I can change this thing out. I don't need this as critically anymore. We could swap you out. I mean, I don't think military... Well, we're about to start doing some Renaissance walls, in theory. So, we'll plug you in, even though it doesn't help us right this second, because I think we're about to do something. Opera and ballet isn't leaf tech, but it does give us 2 envoys, which would be pretty useful. Let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. Maybe even conservation right after, just to get a whole bunch of envoys to help us out in the long run. We do have another governor title here, which I think Magnus getting another governor would be very useful. Although Pingala, researcher, actually, that real quick. And we do want to work him up to the space initiative anyway, so nope, this will be good for us. I'm assuming you're in our capital. Isn't our... No, it is. It is one of our highest pop cities. I mean, it's tied with 16, but yeah, no, that's good. Oh, quite a bit, I think. I mean, the longer we go, the less the Renaissance walls actually make a difference, but a couple signs is a couple signs. like a 5% boost in science, which isn't terrible. Of course, we've got to get it before the thing that makes walls irrelevant, right? I'm going to keep accepting demands just because I really don't want to go to war with you, especially now that we have Geneva. Geneva is ours. We really need to make sure we're not at war with you. Cardiff would be really useful for us. Getting that extra power. Now that we actually have some harbor buildings. Alright, we want Renaissance walls again. We want them science. Not a ton, but it you know, a little bit adds up. Does that science go away once we get that other thing? Or does it just count the fact that we have the walls and they're just there? I actually don't remember. If the walls just... I mean, I don't think they get destroyed, so I think we still technically have them. I could be wrong, honestly. Don't remember. Oh, mission failed to Geneva. Not as critical for us to get the one in Geneva, though, now that we've made some progress otherwise.
Instead of bleeding, he sings.
Any other policies we want to change to? I don't think so. Not at the moment. I think we're okay. Let's go and get conservation. Get us some envoys there, which actually... Mind we did just get 2 envoys. I mean, do we start working towards Cardiff? Amenity in cities with commercial hubs is also good. I mean, honestly, just getting all these up to 6 would also be pretty useful. I mean, none of these can go up to 6 right this second. So, you know what? We're going to hold off until we get at least 3 points. Yeah, let's go ahead and get your walls up. I mean, again, I don't know. About the only other way we're going to get science right now is kind of what it comes down to. I mean, why not? It may not be smart. I mean, we're already locked in, but obviously we don't want anybody to take Geneva from us. Let me check my city status again. Gotta remember to check it every couple of turns, just to make sure we're good.
Engineering is the art of
battleships, oil wells, oil. We actually have oil. Are we getting oil? We're actually getting oil. 9 per turn, because we're already like settled on it with certain things. Let's do that. Search oil. Oh, those 2 things have oil. And then up here. So we've already got stuff locked in on oil. That is awesome. And that's it for us anyway. So, I mean, we can't improve them, which is unfortunate, but we're getting it already. So we are already getting oil. So as soon as we can swap over to oil, so we definitely want the 3 privateer thing, which I don't even know if we need to waste our time getting the 3 privateers. Switching over to the oil power plant would be incredibly useful right now. I mean, we can't afford 3 privateers anyway. Yeah, let's go and swap towards this. It's going to be good for us. Yeah, let's go and get our Renaissance walls, because why not? Buy them anyway. You can buy them with one of the city-states, right? Or something like that. Or you can buy them with faith with one of the city-states. I think we have that one in the game, do we? No. Alright, so you have a trader available. I'm going to go back to max gold for the moment. Yep, I guess 25 gold per turn is the most. Hey, have these guys we can grab? I mean, 3 amenities, 4 housing is nice. Not really what we're looking for. I think so. We need more housing for somebody. Who needs more housing? Sure. I didn't mean to click off of that before I looked. Just don't know if it's worth us even building. Yeah, we're just gonna research that one. Hard research it, because we don't need 3 privateers. So not really worth our time. Advanced AI. Away from us. We don't have to worry about that. More amenities. Really? Oh, wow. Why did you dip down so much? I mean, I know I said I was going to check every couple turns. Oh, I guess we just lost a whole bunch of stuff. We can fix that. Resources. There we can. Watch us not be able to find any now. Gypsum. 1 gold per turn plus 9 gold. Yes, please. Alright. Gypsum, marble, yes. Right, I bet we need at least 3 of these, maybe even 4 or more. We got that one. We do not have any of that. Okay. Really want to help John Curtin if I can help it to be on. Alright, so that's going to get us close to any of them. Okay, that gets us happy with everybody. Need at least 1, maybe 2 more. We got that one. We got that one. We do not have cocoa. But that gets us, what, 3 of our cities probably? Ah, actually more. We only have 3 cities to go. 1 more, probably. Jade. Works. Especially since you're giving us a really good deal on it. Alright. Static across the board. Awesome. Now everybody's happy, and now you can stop yelling at me. Alrighty. Okay, that was all we needed. Anything else we're going to do right this second, so that looks good. About to get our first Renaissance walls, which, you know, it's a thing. Prohibits chopping or clearing forces for the chosen, or features of the chosen type, sorry. Clearing features of the chosen type yields gold equal to the production and food value. Honestly, I don't really care on any of these. Let's say woods, because I'm not chopping any more woods right now anyway. Maybe that'll prevent somebody else. Chosen player, you know what? We're going to say her, because I really don't want her to go to war with me. And Diplo points, we're going to say us, although I don't think I have enough to actually win. Maybe I do. Actually, I do have the most. I have to use all my points, but I think I can win that. Unless they voted for, unless people voted for like the same person or something. Fun loving. The Woods. Wilhelmina passed. And me passed. And World Games, of course, passed, which that's not a big surprise. And that does give us Diplo points. Diplo victory point, which it would be our kind of our fallback victory type. We do have a bunch of people we need to be friends with. And you are our cultural... Oh, that's why we didn't flip you culturally. Because we had a cultural alliance, which I'm still okay with. I really don't want you to have pressure on my cities. I'm not really worried about... honestly, I think Deity would get them anyway. So I'm not too worried about the fact that we're not able to flip yours. Alright, that's 3. Still want friends with everybody else. Guess I'll do... Really... nope, actually. It really matters if I do it with, to be honest. Sure, we'll do with you. Reasons. Alright, all the friendships in the world. One big happy family. Ignore those, because I just fixed those. I do need to aid stuff at some point. Honestly, nobody's really seen any aid at all. How are we looking on the victory types? Okay, Dido is really starting to push up. We need to get some spies over there. Deal with her, unfortunately. And then obviously domination, we don't have to worry about. Culture, not too big of a deal. Diplomacy, we are in the lead with 12, so not unreasonable to try and push towards that. We're last place on score, which is actually pretty normal for me. We don't need the sewer right away, although the sewer does help us with some... Actually, it would help us with democracy if we wanted to go that route. So that's something to think about. In fact, you know what? We will go for this. Upgrade you to a ranger. Which we might. Although I don't know if it really helps me. I'm just going to plug you in the city. I know I was going to send you around exploring, but I don't know if it really matters that much. Yeah, once we get spies up, I'll send them over here to her. Try and start dealing with her a little bit. That I can hold off on the aid request till it gets closer to the end. I mean, only 8 points of diplomatic points away from winning. That side of things, not bad.
Have become global garbage cans.
I mean, getting some more oil. I mean, I think we have enough for the moment, and we're about to switch over our stuff anyway. But, you know, it's an idea. All right, ideology we can go ahead and get. Go and do that. Yeah, we could build more spies, actually, as well. So think about. Send aid, we got the train athletes. I mean, we do want all of the things. And maybe I should at least be doing the world games. Because, I mean, one diplomatic victory point is a diplomatic victory point. Something. Stock exchange would obviously be pretty useful. And you can actually do another district, to be fair. And let's do a round of train athletes. Let's just see where we land. Let's gauge kind of things a little bit better. Okay, we have 7 things to spend, so we can put 3 and 3, both of those up to 6. I think as a start. Then what do we do with our last one? I mean, put it towards one of these to get it further up. But honestly, since it doesn't flip it yet, it may not be worth. Hold on to it. We might need it for something else. At least that gets us a few more, you know, things. Need more spies if I'm going to slow down Dido. It's kind of a critical thing for us to go after. Spy escaped.
May have discovered electricity.
What did you... Oh, you neutralized a governor. Ah, how dare you. That hurts, actually, a lot. That was a really good governor for us. I do want to convert to oil power. I think I'm going to do that just as quickly as possible because we do have oil. That'll get us a little bit of power coming in. Chemistry, mountain tunnels, which we don't really need. It does give us research labs, though. We obviously need that for rocketry, so we'll do that. Don't really, again, I don't really want your military alliance. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't be afraid. If I was friends with her, then maybe... I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Keep renewing your stuff for now. So you got Renaissance walls. Good job. I do need the sewers at some point for that. I do need the seaports would give us some science. I do still also want the spies. And you also have the archaeologist. So let's do your archaeologist first. Because that is something we kind of needed anyway. You're the only one that has, other than Cusco, that has that. Masi still wants a trade route. But I feel like top gold is probably the best. Or trading with her. You know, let's start trading with her. Maybe that'll make her happy, and then we just don't have to worry about her anymore. And a couple more Renaissance walls coming in. A little bit more science. Not a lot, actually, at this point. But something. You're finally a little bit more happy with me because of that. Still unfriendly, though.
Do not usually stutter.
Maybe you'll actually get full-on happy with me in a little bit. Oh, my spy was killed. That is no good. What a waste. I mean, I do need another spy. I want the research labs. I want the seaport. I want all the things. Research lab first. I feel like that's the most critical.
The sea seemed to roll back upon itself.
Mount Vesuvius.
And to be driven from its banks by the convulsive motion of...
Always active. On eruption gives high yields to adjacent tiles but large population loss. Interesting. Looking on this. I mean, only 8 points away. Not impossible. As we get some more buildings and things, that will help us. Industrial era type building. Really? With the denouncing? Come on. I did not demand trade goods from you. No. You demanded from me. I did not demand from you. What in the world? I hate you. I'm just kidding. Hate you, hate. All right, I would like to get the campus. That's a good campus, but +4 is pretty solid. And that's a, I mean, it's the only good tile we have, so let's put a campus there. You have a promotion? Sure. No, I don't care about the move. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Promise fulfilled. Apparently I stopped spying on somebody. I don't know if that was on purpose, but maybe it was. For the aid request, I'm probably just going to send them a chunk of money all at once we get closer. Although other people might have the same idea, so we'll have to be careful. Oh, I guess because I'm inside a friendly territory, effectively. No, I don't really need to be a ranger, to be honest. If you end up dying someday because you're weak, then oh well. Rocketry. We don't have the boost for rocketry, which is unfortunate. Whatever. You're going to say that I demanded something from you, aren't you? Alright, about to flip over to oil power. Please give us a little bit of power. I mean, we only have one city that currently needs it, so I'll feel a little bit better about giving it to some of the other ones as well. Apparently I was not involved in that voting. Emergency things. Hey, there's our oil power. Cool. So we're fully powered up. That is awesome. And once this research lab comes in, that'll be powered up as well. Again, we don't need the sewer. We'll need it in 11 turns, but we can do the research lab first. Obviously, we have the power now, so we want those labs. You have medieval walls, Renaissance walls. We get us 2 science. This gives us a lot more science for just a little bit more investment. Hydroelectric dam would be also incredibly useful here. We will get there at some point. Start with the research labs everywhere that we can. Got a couple more bonuses. We're only 5 points off. Point? Oh, no, it's one-time deal. I mean, honestly, we've been buying these for like 60 gold, so 21 gold is not... Obviously, these things are devalued. Is kind of what it comes down. I mean, it's nothing. We could have held... we could have held on to and just prevented them from being happy, which might have been the better move.
Not even the most inhuman can continue to exist.
Campus and industrial... Okay, no, this is a good one for us. This is a good one for us. Because we can plug in campus and industrial zone, getting that. We only have one industrial zone, but it's still a little bit more production for that. It's going to be awesome. I mean, this is 8 culture, 8 science. Get a lot of gold in production from this one. Which may just kind of net us more in the long run. Honestly, is this one really helping us that much? Not really, because we have that way to get housing. We have a way to get amenities. So I actually think it's probably better. Get rid of. All right, let's do that. Let's check. Great people we can go after. Oh, that's the one. We want that one big time. We want to save up our money to be able to buy that one, which is be really, really hard, to be fair, because there's a lot of people that have a bunch of points. But if we just don't spend any money. Cool. In fact, what I'm going to do, temporarily swap you over to finish off. It's only 7 turns. I mean, it is 7 turns, what I meant to say. Is like it's longer than I thought it was, but we're going to do that anyway. All right, 4 sewers to get us democracy boost. 3 stock exchanges. We should be able to have that as well. Do we want communism? Or do we want democracy? We actually might want communism. Because we have a bunch of citizens. And we can also get us 10%. Nope, this is what we want. 3 factories we're just not going to have. Kind of the way it's going to turn out. So, that's a thing. Oh, this is not a capital. I mean, research labs, we've got to get those going as soon as possible. About to be able to get rocketry rolling. Probably coming from Cusco. I would imagine that's... I'll have to see which one's our best producing city, but it's probably Cusco.
When you launch a rocket, you're not really flying that rocket. You're just sort of hanging on.
Now what? I'm in computers. I don't think we need flood barrier, but it's already boosted, so that's a thing. We do need more housing in a few places because of the thing that I swapped off of, but we're only happy, so let's go grab that, take care of that real quick. We don't have any of these, although you're unhappy with us. We'll go to Coupe, get some turtles from him. And I think we need one more. Yes. And Amber from probably her. No, Dido is a direct competitor at the moment. Alright, that works. Get us stat across the board. Okay. That. More spies. We need to get on the spies. That's a big deal. I'm assuming Dido's just really running away with this thing at this point. I mean, she's got a little ways to go, but she is really starting to put some work into it. $6,000 go. Oh, we're like... Okay, one turn away. So next turn we'll be able to grab that one. We can also grab a rider. Interestingly enough. Which we do have a few things that need some writing plugged in just to get a little bit of culture, but I'm not worried about it right this second. Let's get this. I may look at seeing if I can, I could come out here and try and take the city just to have it, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with our city setup at the moment. Alright, so you finish your archaeologist, the research lab. I do want to see which city is... I want yields. I want to see which city is the most producing. Probably our capital. That's at 83. Yeah, by far. By far our capital. So our capital is going to be our rocket city. In fact, we are going to start sending trade routes to our capital. Start getting as much production coming into our capital as possible. This is going to be Renaissance era. Dido or something. For now. Trade it later. How close are we? Points. I mean, a couple more artifacts, right? We'll get us some points, but you'll need something. We could probably buy some buildings, right? We're about to get two more, or another point from this one, and another point for this one. So actually, that might get us pretty close with the artifacts. We'll have to check. I'll have to try to make sure I don't forget to look. Oh! I meant to buy. Ooh. Please still be there. Please still be there.
Is human, but to really foul things up.
Okay. Okay, you are still there. Grab that. And now what? Now it really just... I mean, other than getting down here to some of the future stuff, it doesn't really matter as much. We'll get steel. And so you finish the research lab. I do need spies. I do want the sewer. I mean, well, we don't need the sewers readily, although this city will need it here in 6 turns. And sending aid obviously is always good. Don't know that we need the industrial zone logistics, do we? Not at the moment. Science, it also would be pretty useful. Let's do a round of send aid. See how much that gives us. Alright, this one's an ancient era. We'll just grab one of our own. Probably trade it here in a minute. And then you, Mr. Trader, just with whatever's the most production. It also gives us an amount of gold. So 23 gold, pretty good. Really trying to boost up the production in Cusco. Oh, we should have probably swapped to the rocketry thing already, to be honest. Fabricate scandal, foment unrest. Would protect all city districts. Interesting. So just fabricate scandal. We might be using him for that going forward. Which actually does remind me, I probably should just port with you. Like a good place to put a spaceport. Oh. Looking on the aid requests. We haven't done anything right, yeah. So, and I don't think anybody else has really done anything either, though. So, have some space. All right, we're going to go put a cut in there. A little bit overtime, but that's all right. When we come back, we'll try to remember to at least do something with the aid request and kind of go from there. So I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.